Welcome to Khanversations. I am Muqtedar Khan. Today I'm going to talk about the Qutb Minar moment in Indian political madness. But before I speak about that, do subscribe to Khanversations, like the video, and also share this video after you watch it with your friends and in your network. It seems that India's political reality has become like a nightmare. Every time you turn the television on or watch some news item, there is a new episode of horror taking place in India. The latest is this attempt to steal Muslim heritage. The Hindu nationalist movement seems to come up with newer and newer ways of harassing Muslims, trying to erase their past, trying to erase their identity, trying to marginalize them. In the past few weeks alone, we have seen attempts to shut down Muslims' practice of giving azan on loudspeakers in Masjid. Muslims are now expected to shut down their call for prayers. There's pressure on Muslim women and young girls to not wear hijab when they go to schools and colleges, especially in the state of Karnataka, which is where this particular policy has now been ratified by its highest court. Not only that, but now there's an attempt to destroy the glorious heritage of Islam that is manifest in terms of architecture in India. So while there are attempts to say that the Taj Mahal is a Shiva temple and so it should be renamed as Taj Mahal, and there is a new attempt to claim that the Qutub Minar, an iconic institution and monument that reminds everybody of Islamic sultanates based in Delhi, is now being claimed as a Vishnu's thumb. There are those who are arguing that some kind of Hindu religious monument was vandalized and repurposed to become the Qutub Minar. You know, I feel as if that the Hindutva movement in India is suffering from a psychological disorder that is called dream reality confusion. So what happens is that people are unable to distinguish between what is reality and what is fantasy. Already we see that the Indian government and the Indian education system is treating mythology as history. So past Hindu mythologies are now being treated as historical texts, as if they are real. And lots of government policies and actions are now being based on some of the past myths whose original purpose was to provide values and norms for society, but apparently now they're becoming historical markers. So that is one problem. And the other is to see some kind of Hindu manifestations where there are none. So for example, those who say that the Taj Mahal is a Hindu temple, all they need to do is to look at the monument or the shrine of Emperor Humayun, who was the second great emperor, the son of Babri. So if you look at Humayun's tomb, which was established in 1560, which was constructed in 1560, it is the first draft of the architecture of Taj Mahal. And if you look at some of the documents that Shah Jahan left behind, the names of the artisans, the suppliers, how much stone and how much of other material was used, who was paid how much, even the deed for the land of the Taj Mahal, which was bought from a Rajput called Jai Singh, all of that is available for those who are interested in history. Apparently, the Hindu nationalist movement, which says that it wants to make India Vishwa Guru, which is to establish India as a global leader in the arena of knowledge production, is determined to foster historical ignorance among the population in order to push its agenda of marginalizing Islam. It appears that Hindu nationalism has two goals. One is to deprive Muslims of the ability to stand up for themselves and manifest their religious identity in the present. So to eliminate Islamic and Muslim identity in the present, but also to go back and rewrite history and eliminate the presence of Islam in the past. often when historians write India's history, they talk about three periods: the Hindu period, the Muslim period, and the British era. This is the Orientalist way of looking at Indian history, where they say first there was an India before Muslims came, and then Muslims came for. So this is how history is written. It appears that Hindu nationalism has borrowed the Orientalist classification of Indian history and is now determined to eliminate the middle part of India's history and connect the Hindu past with the Hindu present today. But what is interesting is that there is no similar effort to erase the British past, the colonial past. It is the colonial past which has the greatest impact on the India's present today. So we are going through another phase of this Hindu nationalist effort to reclaim, in fact, to steal Islamic heritage as Hindu heritage. But these people don't seem to realize that one of the things that they could realize is that the Qutb Minar, along with the Taj Mahal, is one of the 40 historical sites that are designated as World Historical Heritage by the United Nations. So India's efforts, or the efforts of Hindu nationalists in India to either vandalize these monuments or to appropriate them by simply renaming them, will not be received well in the international arena. The world will laugh at India and then condemn India if this kind of madness continues. I'm Muqtedar Khan. If you have found this video interesting, do share it with your friends, but do not forget to subscribe to Khanversations.